And as for the current status of that map, it looks like both warm-up picks have been done. So we will be moving straight into the first song.
So Taiwan will be facing next week the winner of France between the UK, which will be of course France. And I think that Norway will be facing, well, the loser of the same match, basically. Alright, Box, I believe that you are staying, but I might be going.
It does look that way. Looks like we should be having Ryan come in here shortly to join me. But until that time, I thank you for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure casting with you.
Well, same-wise.
For such a wonderful match.
Oh, well, you know, you always can say it's a good match when you got all the way to tiebreaker and every point is fought out, like, you know, in an arena.
That's it. All those players tried their best and they did excellent.
Well, while they arrive, I might, you know, be a little bit with you just a bit more while my replacement arrives.
That sounds good to me.
What can you say about these teams? I mean, Poland versus Russian Federation, a lot of very famous players there.
Yes, I believe Poland is one of the favourites this tournament. Them currently sporting the team of Rafis, Piggy, Rock and Wubblefoof, while Russia holds Folan, Red Pixel, Kurt and Index. On the very first song of the match, which is again Kami-sama Nejimaki by Silvery.
Alright, and aside from a miss from Kurt and Rafe is actually at the beginning, which, you know, more or less equalizes it between the two teams, we have a pretty standard opening. However,
Yes.
you know, if you look at Index's accuracy, 97 is a bit low.
Yeah, which unfortunately an early lead by Poland though.
Oh, and I
Pretty
believe
cool
that's Mr. Doomsday has arrived. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm pretty good. How are
Hello.
you? That match was pretty amazing, gotta be honest. I was following along.
Oh, it was intense, man. Alright, well, thank you very much. I will lead you to it. And, well, have a nice day, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you later.
Have a good one, dude.
Thanks.
Well, hello there, Doomsday.
Yo.
So you are quite in touch with the players of these days, I believe. What do you think of the two teams we have today?
I think this one might just be, in terms of like highest end of players, might be the highest quality match you got going on today. I mean, Poland are the heavyweights of Europe. Russia have so many top players, of course. Not least the Witch Index, of course, who's in this one for this first match. But this is a match of two really high-level teams, and I'm really curious to see how they'll do.
Absolutely. Should be a match fought out right to the very end. So it looks like we're just past the halfway mark, and we have a fairly clear lead by Poland, with their 3 full combos still. But that could change at any moment, as we know from recent matches.
Russia's still holding a decent combo. Granted, Kurt dropped his 800 combo. That's going to hurt. But they are still competitive right now, with Wolf dropping as well.
Oh, that could slightly tip it back in the Russian Federation's favour.
I
think they're still going to need a bit more from Poland, though, but only a little bit more. One break in either way. Oh, God, but then a break from each side. That's not what Russia need. That's still going to be in Poland's favour.
It does look like it. Very unfortunate. But there is still the final moments of the song. If there is a miss on Poland's side by Piggy, that could definitely send it back to Russia's favour, rather. Although at this point it is looking unlikely.
There we go. First point will go to Poland, taking it home with that, well, double super high combo. Piggy, the only FC on the Polish side, with Rafis close behind with that one miss. Red Pixel on the Russian side with their FC, but it wasn't enough. But it was a fairly close first map there. But Poland takes first point.
Unfortunate by Index there with a slighter break. If he did hold his combo, the result definitely could have been different.
100%, yeah. They would have, well, maybe had just enough to win it, or would have been really close anyway.
Well, it looks like it would have just been a bit shy. But regardless, a very well played first match. Or first map, rather. With Poland picking the second song with the first point as well, giving them a slight advantage here too.
Gotta give props to Piggy there. That accuracy on that was pretty darn incredible. Almost knocking 99.4, really high for that map. And there you go.
Absolutely. And there we go. Looks like we've got the second pick, the pick by the Polish side.
I wasted no time on that one. Kunowici coming from Poland right now. We've already got the players in the slots ready for it, presumably. Vilchku coming in for Piggy.
So this is a free mod pick, which pretty much, for those not sure, means that 2 players from each team must use either Hidden Hard Rock or both of the 2 mods, adding an increase in difficulty to the map, although in turn also giving a slight score advantage to whomever may use the mods.
I'm kind of surprised about how many players are taking Hidden Hard Rock in the free mod pools. Like in the group stage, we've seen it quite a lot, and even quite a few times in this stage as well, when the maps are starting to get really difficult. But yeah, lots of people going with that double mod advantage, and that's a pretty big deal because in Score v2, Hard Rock has a much higher score multiplier than it does in solo, so that's a pretty massive advantage if you can pull it off.
It really is a risk versus reward, but the players picking mods you'd like to hope have practiced the map a fair bit in the past and are prepared for the match.
Seeing Telala coming in for the Russian Federation side for this one.
Looks like we do have all 8 players ready, and we should be starting very soon.
I do wonder who's going to be taking the mods on this one. This map, for the most part, is fairly standard if you play it no mod, but there's lots of tricky sections to read if you're a hidden player, and of course a lot of people, if they're on their team and they sort of have to pick a mod because no one else will, usually Hidden's the go-to, but this one gives those players a hard time, so I'm curious to see who's going to have the mod burden this time.
Could be the case of using sacrificial lands and giving the mods to the players who aren't as confident, to ensure the more confident players can hold their combos. Very possible.
I think for the Polish side, that's really not going to be a problem. I mean, the 4-man team they have on that one will have no problems dealing with this on either Hidden or Hard Rock.
They do have a very strong team, and we see that right there with Wobblefoof and Wilch both using Hidden, and Fallen using Hidden and Index using Hard Rock.
That's fairly normal then. Wilczku, of course, going on with that hidden, as he does. He is a hidden main.
Of course. So Russia will take the early lead as a result, I'd imagine, of the bonus given by Hard Rock, slightly higher than the hidden bonus as a result of being a harder mod to play. Although, in addition to that, an early break by Rock shouldn't set the team back too much though. And it looks like there has been a second miss on the Polish team once again by Rafis. That will give quite a lead to the Russian team.
A bit of a rough start from the Polish side. This pick right now it's not looking out too well for them. They're only silly misses, of course. Can happen to anyone. But Russia holding strong with 4 FCs, not giving them an inch.
It will be important for them to hold those FCs though, especially as Poland did take the first point.
This one does get harder as you go through the map, so to break at the start is tricky because as long as Russia hold consistent, this bit at the start isn't going to be nearly as hard as it is going to be at the end, and Poland need to combo that end and hope Russia drop at this point because that advantage is growing.
It does look like we are through the first half of the song. Index holding still exceptionally high accuracy despite using Hard Rock. Always a difficult feat. Although right there, Index missing, that could hurt the Russian team if Poland can continue to hold their combos.
Yeah, just so you say that, Talalar breaks, so does Wolf, but actually no, the advantage, no, Russia break there too. The Fallen breaks on that streamy section. Advantage Poland right now, they're bringing it back, which they do.
Oh yes, it looks like Poland have taken a lead, with Red Pixel holding a no-mod full combo and Wilch holding his hidden full combo. And it looks like misses are happening all around on the Russian team now.
This ending, man, it does get harder and it's caught the Russians out. There's one FC both sides, but Poland have that nose in front right now. Just 70k of advantage, that's it.
Especially with Rafis still holding quite a high combo, which definitely gives them a slight score advantage over Russia.
There's a tricky double section coming up. 2 doubles that are mapped to a stream rhythm, but they're really spaced out like some sort of stream jump. That bit I can see people breaking on. If someone breaks there, it's going to decide it. Surely. It's coming up in a moment.
Ooh. The lead by Poland, though, is growing as we move into the end of the song.
Wilczku and Red Pixel both get that section I was talking about. No problems at all, and looks like Poland is going to seal this one. That comeback win.
It really does look like, which will set them ahead if they manage. And they have. Poland have taken the second point on their pick, leaving the score at 2-0. Full combos led by Wilczku and Red Pixel. Wilczku holding 99.58% accuracy with hidden. A wonderful performance.
That really was incredible because that map is not easy with hidden. Lots of tricky sections, but Wilczku having no problems at all as a hidden main and that excellent accuracy. Well done to him and Red Pixel, of course. That accuracy is also really high. But alas, it's going to be 2-0 to Poland.
And it is now back to Russia to pick the third song.
The thing is, when you're playing a team like Poland that have so much versatility, it's hard to counterpick them. So really, Russia's going to be aiming to just pick what they're comfortable on and what they know they can get multiple FCs on, because at the moment that's what they need to rely on. You can't really counterpick a team like the Poland team.
That's it. Poland are a very strong team, and I'm sure quite a contender for the first place in this tournament.
100%. But Russia has that quality, as we've been saying. This is a very high-level team. They can bring this back. It's not the first time they've had to make a comeback happen.
It's like a fair bit of chat going on, not related to song picks.
Wolf's a family man, what can I say?
That's it.
You know, you gotta have your priorities. It's all important. Okay, I'm going for the next pick to come out here. I'm expecting some left field picks. I think they're going to have to try and avoid the meta stuff, because that's the kind of thing Poland are going to be super consistent on, because they have those players that can just go in there and full combo a map no problem. Things like Poinsettia, or things like that AR8 no mod pick, and the name escapes me, but that kind of thing is what I think is their best bet, to hope that Poland slip up on those non-meta picks.
Yeah, the slightly risky picks that can definitely pay off. And the AR8 map would be Extreme Fantasy. Is that the one you were talking about? Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. I was thinking, it's something fantasy. Didn't want to say something fantasy though. It's a bit strange. Oh, looks like that's a link to their map. It's a very small beatmap ID. That tells me it's old.
It is Remember History, a DT pick. A very old map, yes. Actually, it was only ranked in 2012 though, so it's still fairly new in comparison to some of the older maps. But yeah, quite a complicated map for some of the newer players.
Oh, it was submitted in 2010, that's why. It took a couple of years to get a rank.
Yes, it still follows a fairly old style of mapping.
Yeah, lots of linear patterns in this one. The big thing with this is a lot of the map is very low spacing, but every now and again it goes into really large spacing and jolts you into like very large jumps. That kind of thing can be tricky to snap to.
A sort of style that was a lot more common back many years ago.
Can't see these players having too much of a problem dealing with those kind of patterns though, but still going to bring out those DT players. We're seeing Spider coming for Wolf on the Poland side. Russia sticking with the same lineup. Kind of surprised to see Wolf subbed out. I figured this would be his bread and butter, considering it's, like I say, a fairly old star map, but alas, no, he is out.
Yeah, very unusual, but perhaps they have an idea as to who is better at this map, although Rapus with the early break. Although I do not think we will see too many full combos on this map compared to some other maps. It looks like we've had both Rock and... oh, just Rock now, holding an SS still.
The jinx. But yeah.
Yes.
Rock keeping that SS dream alive on the Poland's end. 4 FCs to 3 though, is keeping this win dream for Russia. Oh, we're seeing breaks though, on both sides.
That is going to keep the slight lead on the Russian side as a result of the early break by Rapus. But there is still plenty of this map to go. Oh, and another miss by Spider. I suppose,
Yeah.
and Index.
Still in favour though. We're seeing 2 FCs to 1 on the Russian side. The advantage is just going to keep growing and growing now. We're approaching the last third of the map. Looking pretty good for them so far.
Well, there's still plenty of potential to miss.
I've got to say though, the 1 FC on the Polish side, still holding that SS, but it's not enough.
An absolutely incredible play though. And he is not giving it up. It looks like he might make it all the way through with it.
Wow, there you go. Well, actually not quite.
Oh, another miss on Poland's side by Rafis. But the end of the song with 3 full combos. Red Pixel and Poland both holding a full combo on the Russian side. But Rock on the Polish side with the double S. 100% accuracy.
Wow, that is a really impressive play from Rock to just pull that off. Of course, he has that ability. We all knew this, but to see it in action is always amazing to see. But it's not enough. Those 2 FCs on the Russian side, more than enough to bring this point for Russia. 2-1.
That was Russia's pick, so it seems like they did know what they were doing. And it is now going to be Poland's pick.
Damn. That was our 3rd SS of the day. 3 SSs and we're only like halfway through today. It's actually pretty incredible.
4 matches. Oh, a very quick pick there by Poland. Sakura no Uta. A no-mod pick, I believe. Yes. And it does look like there have been a couple of changes on the Polish side. Rafis left for Piggy, sorry, and Rock is left for Wobble Fourth.
All the changes for this no-mod pick. Piggy did really well on Kamisama, so coming in for this no-mod pick. Wolf coming in as well, of course. We all know his ability on these. Looks like we're seeing Kurt come in for Russia as well, swapping out for Talala, I believe.
That would be correct.
Quite a long map, this one. Lots of patterned notes. It's not necessarily a really like a map that flows really naturally. There's a lot of strange snapping you have to do to hit some of these notes. So bringing in those more consistent no-mod players for this one makes sense.
As this is Poland's pick, Russia should be looking to win this to tie back up the match, although the slight favour to Poland, as it is their pick, could take it to 3-1. We will see.
Yeah, that lineup for Poland on this one looks really well suited to a map like this. I imagine they'll do well.
Their entire team, though, is just that versatile. It's going to be hard to have a bad team regardless of the choice.
Pretty cool to see Kurt playing a lot of matches for Russia, though. Kurt's actually a really old player. Played in tons of World Cups. He's been around forever, it feels like. And he's still going. And for this kind of map, it's his playground, really. We'll see how he does in it.
And it looks like we're now starting the fourth map of the 4th match today, I believe. The song does have a fairly slow beginning, but then it suddenly ramps up.
The more difficult parts of this one do come in a bit later. Quite a long song, this one. Both teams, rather, holding strong so far. No silly misses early on.
Keeping a very even score. With 3 SSs still in the first quarter of the map. Although there we go, we have the first miss by Piggy, which is going to push the lead in Russia's favour.
Oh, there goes Kurt. 1 break apiece for both teams, 3 FCs each.
That is going to keep a very even score. Although if all players can hold combo at this point, the favour should go to Poland's side, as Piggy will hold a higher combo.
At the moment, it is just coming down to Kurt versus Piggy. All other players holding almost perfect scores, just a couple of 100s each, with a couple of SSs, 1 for each team as well. Very even, just coming down to those 2 players that slipped right now.
Although there is still plenty of potential to still miss and change up the results, although that is still 3 combos to each side, 3 full combos to each side, with half of the song over. And we can see that the lead has come to Poland's side now, as we move into the later part of the song, with Wilchq, the only player holding a double S.
Just Piggy carrying his team right now. The early miss. Hair in the tortoise.
That's it, it is all on his back. But it does look like he might be able to pull through at this rate. Not much of the song left. And Wilchq still holding his double S as we reach the final part of the song. Oh, but another miss by Piggy and Fallen. Wow. Oh, but Spider also with a miss.
And Wolf. Oh, this is going to be so close.
Oh.
Yes, Russia take it.
Looks like Russia do take the lead right at the end. That was completely unexpected, and Wilchq did lose his double S. A tragic end.
That was so unfortunate. Spider and Wolf slipping right at the death. And Russia holding strong. It's going to be 2-2 at the very last minute. Wow.
That was
from Wilchq, though. That was impressive, but not enough.
Yes, unfortunately. Such a close ending, though. It does look like no one expected that.
No, not at all. I mean, they seemed so comfortable until the end. We were just keeping an eye on the misses, and then people started dropping like flies on the Polish side.
That's it.
Oh, Wilchq, he couldn't carry.
And that ties it back up to 2-2, and back to Russia to pick the 5th map.
I still think Russia should go for those left field picks, but we'll see what they actually do with their choice right now. We're seeing Wolf swapped out for someone.
Perhaps it's not his day today.
Perhaps. It happens to everyone.
Yes, everyone has their off days.
Giving it a good thing. You can't blame them. It really looked like it was going to be 3-1 and a big issue for Russia, but they actually find themselves on level pegging. With that momentum as well, they've won the last two. They have that.
Maybe. Perhaps they can make it 3. They are definitely putting a lot of thought into their pick.
Oh, there we go. DT second one. That's the streamy DT, right? The one that isn't Remember History, because we've already seen that one.
Ah, yes, Kokoro no Tsumi. Yes, a very streamy map. About 220 BPM.
This one's been very popular, hasn't it?
I believe it's maybe been picked in every single match.
Looks like we're going to be seeing Shockwave in this match for the first time. They have to move around slots though. Right now is Poland Spy, but we'll be getting swapped over in just a moment. Coming in for the streamy DT pick.
Looks like player movements all over the place. We had Wobble Hook lead, we had Unberlin join, Index left, Kurt left, Fallen left, Talala joined, Rock joined, Shockwave joined, Rapus joined, and Spider has left. So huge amount of team changes here.
Yep, we're seeing some players for the first time in this one on the Russian side. They have this map all set up, it looks like. This one looks like it might have been planned somewhat. Because Unberlin comes in as well, of course, for Russia.
It's always nice to see when teams give all of their players a chance. A very early miss there by Red Pixel. Only 40 combo in. Which will give the early. Yeah, shouldn't matter too much, but will give the early advantage to Poland. All other players holding their combo. Oh, but Shockwave missing right there. That's 2 misses on Russia's side, handing quite an advantage to Poland.
Yeah, rough start for them. Poland looking to do to Russia what Russia did to them and take the Russian pick. Looking good so far.
Certainly still time to come back, of course.
Accuracy is across the board on the Poland side, looking really good. The lowest is 98.2. Everyone else holding a solid 99. Well, almost. Piggy dropping there, but they're still looking really good.
Rock especially with 99.6% accuracy. Rap's not far behind though with 99.5. As we move into the last quarter of the map, it still seems like we have 5 players holding their full combos quite comfortably. Red Pixel just a bit behind on combo, and Shockwave with another miss.
I think that might be just about a game. I mean, there isn't much between them, unless Poland implodes right now. They're going to be taking this one.
Although we did see what happened last map, so there is always a chance for Poland to bring it back. Sorry, Russia to bring it back.
And there you go. 3-2. Poland take the lead once again, stemming that momentum on the Russian side with a 3-way FC on their side. Really impressive.
Rock holding a very strong accuracy right there. 99.66. Only 4 100s.
Got to give props to Unberlin and Talala as well for their FCs, and Red Pixel, well, FCing everything apart from missing at the very start with that accuracy as well. That's super unfortunate. But alas, 3-2. And Poland's pick next as well.
That will give the pick advantage to Poland.
Rock making it happen on those DT picks. We saw him SS, remember history, a couple of maps ago, and showing incredible accuracy then as well.
Amazing consistency on double time.
That was like the second highest accuracy on the map.
Damn. Rock look good. Our next map's been locked in, Ymir. CS6, Hard Rock, Fartovnik coming in for this one.
Okay,
again, so, a ton of changes.
Yeah, so on Cockroach and Sumi, my aim sucks at the highest accuracy at 99.83. And someone on the Chinese team got 99.57. I don't remember who.
It's just ridiculous, to be honest.
Shouldn't
be too surprised. My aim sucks. Oh yeah, of course, Rust Bell.
Of course, it was Rust Bell.
Every time. Absolute legend. Seeing player swaps on the Russian side. Index coming back in. Talala also hopping in for this one. Waiting for that fourth player to come in. Poland with the legends though. So I should have mentioned just real quick, Wubble Fulk and Fartovnik in here. 2 of only 3 people in this entire tournament that have played in every single World Cup since the first one.
That's incredible. That's so many years in a row. But yes, YMIR, or Ymir, is the next pick. A Hard Rock pick. Hard Rock has seemed to be quite difficult so far. Quite a few fails, which can really hurt a team.
We saw it happen to Norway earlier.
So we're still just waiting on the last Russian player to join. And there we have it, Shockwave is back for another map.
A little bit of disagreement on who should play this one. This is one of those picks in the pool that, you know, not many people, you know, would want to play really. The small circle size Hard Rock are always tricky ones to have to play for your team. A Shockwave stepping up.
Looks like they are just about ready to start now. This is, though, quite a short map compared to a lot of the other maps in the map pool. And there we go. We are now starting the 6th map.
Starting out slow on this one. I can see Poland definitely having the advantage on this. With players like Index and Talala on the Russian side, they can bring it back if Poland slips up, and we've seen them do it in this match so far.
We can already see, though, quite low accuracy all round. Quite hard to hold accuracy on Hard Rock, especially with Score V2 sliders, adding accuracy windows to sliders. So no surprise that accuracy isn't as high as you'd usually expect.
It's Fatovnik holding the accuracy torch with that 96. This part's really lowering the accuracy on everyone, though. Oh, but there goes Fatovnik's combo.
Ooh,
great.
Ooh, and Shockwave too. That should keep the scores fairly even, although Fartonik missing again. Ooh, looks like Deadbeat has just said that this map actually has the lowest average accuracy of 92.75.
Can't say I'm too surprised by that. This one is really hard to hold accuracy on, like you say.
Absolutely, but some of the players holding quite high accuracy. That's definitely showing in the score difference. Although another miss by Fartonik.
Might tilt it, actually. Maybe. There's only 100k in it.
It's a very close match, and we're just moving into the very end of the song. So it does look like Poland will take that point, taking their lead up to 4-2, giving them the match point, and I believe it is now Russia's pick.
Yep. Actually, it's impressive to see 6 full combos on that. It was only Fatovnik and Shockwave that broke. But yeah, on such a map, pretty high level play on that one. Mighty close. But match point for Poland.
Russia really will need to think about this choice.
Oh, apparently the multiplayer bot said the game's over. The game is not over. It is 1st to 5, so we're still going. People dropped out thinking, oh, it's all over. No, it's not. But yeah, it is Russia's pick. And they're going to need something right now.
A lot of pressure on the Russian team. If they do not win this next map, they will drop down to the losers bracket next week. They can still come back and win, but it's quite hard if you have to battle it out down there.
Look, after that play, the average accuracy went from 92.75 to 93.17.
Quite an accuracy rise.
That means the average accuracy is no longer an AF, so I think it might just about make it an S rank.
I think the next lowest is... Oh, it's the Leaf map. That's hovering at 95.6.
Quite a bit higher.
This P96 is a 97, but yeah.
Russia are 2 points down, but of course they already came back from 2-0 down to bring it back to 2-2. They can do it again, but
It is very possible.
both teams now are bedded into this match quite well. They've all warmed up.
Oh, and that is a pick, Extreme Fantasy, the AR8 no mod pick.
Ooh.
This is quite a difficult map for a lot of players. Very slow streams.
Like really slow. Less than 160 beats per minute.
Not a speed many players are used to.
They are going for that left field pick on this one. I do have to be honest though, on second thoughts, looking at the roster for Poland, you know, with players like Wobble Wolf and Vilchku and perhaps Spider is handy on this kind of thing. Looks like they're not going to be playing the Rock coming in. Poland are going to be super good on this, but Russia
I
have
reckon.
those players as well.
Though it is a Russian pick, so they must have some level of confidence in the map.
That's true.
So this is the match point for Poland. So if they can manage to win this one, they will move through to the next round in the winners bracket, dropping Russia down to the losers bracket.
Yeah. Whoever wins this, of course, will be facing, I believe, China in the next round. In the winners bracket.
Yes, and the loser will come up against Australia. And in we go. A lot of pressure on the Russian team here. An early miss there by Index. That will give the lead to Poland. Still plenty of the song and the hardest part still to come.
The accuracies on the Polish side right now are really impressive. The FCs on the Russian side doing pretty well themselves. That SS, well, it was an SS from
There
Poland.
it goes.
Oh dear, every time.
Quite a challenging part here. It stacks up two notes at the same point a couple of times. But it seems like, oh, Talala has dropped, giving a 4 full combo to 2 advantage to Poland.
They're going to be taking the lead now, surely.
Although Rafis did drop as well.
Oh, so he did.
But
It's still
they
2
did take the
FCs to
lead.
3.
Yes.
Oh, hang on.
Ooh. So Wilch Q with the drop as well. Taking the lead back to the Russian team as we move into the final quarter of the song. Very important that all Russian players hold their combos if they want to come out victorious here.
Yeah, the ending of this is definitely not nearly as hard as the bit just gone. Oh, but there goes Wolf. That's got to seal it for Russia, surely, unless they implode right now.
Does look like it. Although Folan and Talal are both missing as well. Although Kurt's still holding his combo and Index with a very high combo rather. It will be hard to lose to that. very hard to win against that. And as we do see, Russia have taken that point by quite a comfortable lead.
It was a comeback victory in the end. Rafis failing at the end. I think he just bombed it because he knew his team had lost. But it's going to be 4-3 to Russia. They're not out of it yet, with that Kurt FC carrying his team. Good combos there from Fallen and Index as well. Just 1 or 2 misses respectively with really high combos.
Quite a difficult map to hold combo in though. So it's going to be Poland's pick now though. If Russia can manage to win on their pick, then we will go through to the tiebreaker. But the advantage is definitely on the Polish side.
Vilchku wasting no time getting this map out. Renbei in the Searchlight. A consistency-based, jumpy pick. Another safer picks. The kind of thing that we should be seeing quite a few FCs on, I imagine, at this point. But they are relying on their consistency to bring them the win here. We should probably remind the viewers as well, in group stage, Poland had not dropped a single map. They won 12-0 in their group, and now they've dropped 3 to Russia with the threat of a tiebreaker situation.
Russia truly showing their power.
Seeing Fatovnik come in, Rafis drops out. Looks like Russia are sticking with their current lineup, but they're not moving about at all, so.
Oh, must have missed the map pick. But it was Renbei no Searchlight. Send your map. A no mod pick.
Both teams holding strong so far. No breaks right now, coming into the first really major jump part of the map.
There are a fair few jumps, or rather difficulty spikes in this map, with a lot of missed potential.
See the first from Kurt. I went for Fatovnik as well on that very last jump of that section. That was unlucky. All even right now.
Oh, Fallen with a miss there, giving Poland the combo advantage. 3 against 2 full combos as we reach about the halfway mark of the song.
Yeah, that combo advantage now is really going to start ramping up for Poland. Score advantage knocking 200k and rising right now. Looking like they might seal it right now.
We are moving into the last quarter of the map, and this could hurt Poland here though.
There is not much of the map left at all. I think it's done now for Poland. Looks like they're just about sealed it. Another break from Talala and Vilchku. But at this point, that score advantage is just way too much to take. Poland going to be taking this win in a close fought match.
Oh, a miss there by Wobblefoot right at the end. Not sure if that was intentional.
Probably.
There we go. Poland have won this match and will move through to the winners bracket, keeping Russia down in the losers bracket. Fight their way up to try and make it to the end. Difficult though.
Definitely had a stern test here. Russia played very well, taking the first 3 points that Poland have dropped all tournaments so far. But Poland have passed this test admirably and are going to be facing China in the next round. Russia will drop down to the losers bracket and will face Australia next week. Just a really high quality game there. Lots of really good plays then. Rock making it happen on those DT picks. Both teams have
with the SS, of course.
Yeah. Rock really showed what he could do in the maps he was in. He didn't play too many, but he was really effective when he was in there. And that is the last match of this block. Just before we get into a break, before the next set of matches later on, going to have a quick rundown on what just happened over the last 4 hours.
A lot happened in the last 4 hours, actually. We had some good matches.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. What do you think of them? Or rather, what you could catch?
There's tons of close matches. I mean, the Norway-Taiwan went down to the wire. China-Australia was competitive. The one we just watched, actually. Poland getting rocked almost by Russia there.
Alright,
Really competitive
so
matches.
We got the first image all ready to go, which is kind of just a bit of a brief summary about the what was it, China vs Australia match, and a bit from the South Korea vs Italy match.
Oh yeah, just as a clarification as well, the Italy and South Korea finished 5-1. Italy did take a point off Korea.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised by that. I think it'd be a bit of a sweep actually. But no, well done to Italy for actually getting that point. But I was actually I did find it quite funny that Wisdom Eye got picked up first in both of the first two matches, and then I don't think it got picked ever again.
Oh, that's sad. I really like that map as well. Good to see it getting some love.
Yeah, people obviously did seem to like it.
Korea, though, not afraid to add mods. I mean, normally we see the hidden squad from Norway come out, but just look at that. Look at what Korea brought out. 3 hidden hard rocks.
Yeah,
is really major.
Yeah, even the they from Lavasse didn't actually matter all that much. They approached 3p forward it, which was pretty cool. So yeah, next one is kind of a more rundown in the Norway vs Taiwan match, which I personally think was best match so far. That was way too hype.
Match of the tournament so far, yeah, definitely. Oh, it's just came so agonizingly close by Norway. That Ymir pick, that fail at the end. Oh, imagine what would have happened if that didn't happen.
If Norway won, that would have been amazing.
Deary me. I always rate Norway, but yeah.
I still love they picked Poison Setter.
Oh yeah, at least someone picked it.
Always
good to see
we had to have it at least once. Got to get that one pick in there, but yeah, there's also the doubles from Rocker on Sakura no Uda.
I can see Rocker assessing a few things, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was the second SS we saw, because the first was the Rustbell one. Good old Rustbell.
Good old Rustbell, absolute legend.
I was actually also really surprised at Shu's score on Nightmare. That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think many people would pick Hard Rock on Nightmare. It's just one of those maps. The ending is so... Well, it's a nightmare, really, but Shu and also someone else on the Norwegian team picked Hard Rock as well in full comboed, or near enough full comboed, which is, well, yeah, I'll take it to tiebreaker as well, even under that much pressure, making it happen. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I did hope Norway would take it, but sadly it wasn't used to be. But I mean, hey, they did really well, so we can't fault them too much for that one. But yeah, so next one is just a bit of a recap from the last match we saw, which was the Poland vs Russian Federation match. And we just saw some really impressive plays come out from Poland, especially from Rock, actually.
Yeah, Rock just did so well
with the Rock solo performance.
Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, Rock.
I had to get one bad joke in. Always the one.
Yeah, you got to get it done. It's just tradition. I'm surprised to see Rock not play as many matches as he did. He's a very all-round player, but he only came in for very specific picks. The ones he came in for, he absolutely bossed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still actually impressed that he made, what was it, 99.66% on Kokoro Natsumi. Because he was, as we kind of talked about earlier, he was like one of the only 3 people to get above 99.5% accuracy on it.
Just that good.
Just that good. Although it still does kind of suck that they lost their undefeated record.
Yeah, I mean, coming up against Russia, you can't be too surprised. Russia have so many big names. They weren't going to 5-0 with them.
When you look at players like Kurt and Tyler, like, they may not have been in as many World Cups as Bobbleful, but they have been in a good few.
There's that three maps that Russia took, really scaring Poland. Like, they nearly came back twice, because they came down when it was 2-0 to Poland to bring it 2-2. Then they went 4-2 Poland, and then they brought it back to 4-3. Always fighting.
And if that went to tiebreaker as well, the hype would have been off the scale.
Incredible, yeah.
I would have loved to see that, actually. I was like, I kind of want, but I kind of want Poland to win. It would have been a really good match. Anyway, so the last image that we have, which should be up any second, is essentially just like a quick overview of how map picks and bans and stuff have happened so far. So essentially, like, the short story is the Supercell map is so far the only map that hasn't, which I'm hoping will change. I'm hoping we'll see that at least once in the last half of the matches.
I'm sure we will. To be honest with you, I'm surprised we're seeing more of Ymir than we are of that Supercell map, because that map is more of a standard Hard Rock fare, and I figured that'd be the kind of thing people would go for if they wanted to pick Hard Rock. Not the really small CS, but, well, prove me wrong. Look at the Nomad pool. Nearly every map picked twice, all spread out evenly apart from Kamisama.
I also think it's kind of funny that, like, Ymir's been picked up 3 times and people are getting, like, awful accuracies, and then you look at Poison Setter, which no one wants to touch, and this accuracy isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's really not actually, because we saw it picked in the Norway-Taiwan match. That's when we seen it, and people did pretty well on it.
Yeah, they did really well actually. I think the other thing that's worth noting is Kokoro Nasumi with the 4 pickups.
Yep, that is the meta pick so far.
Can
4
we
out
see
of
that
4.
100% pick rate. That 100% that we never get to see. Will we see it today?
I mean, there's always that one
So,
map. Always that one.
There's one team that's thinking like, nah, we're not gonna play it. Always that one team. So yeah, I think that about does it for now. Matches, so far. And we still have 4 more to go actually. So we will be having a bit of a break until 5 PM UTC, and then we will be back with France versus United Kingdom. Following that, we'll have Finland versus Brazil, Canada versus Germany, and then to follow it up, United States versus Argentina.
Should be really good. Lots of good matches coming up.
Yeah,
We'll be
including
back.
yours.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 2.5 hours' time. I'm going to go off and prepare.
Yeah. During the break, if you guys want to, you can pick up one of your little Oswald Cup banners. They are really quite cool. They will support your team, and they are just actually really cool this year. I like the font change. The font change is cool.
It is really classy. I need to pick mine up still, actually. I have to do that in a minute.
I should get one as well. I just don't know who yet. Anyway, we will see you guys in 2.5 hours. Take care. Awesome.